How are you guys?
Hey,
Great, Ruben.
better
How you
now.
doing?
Hello?
It's happening. 3 attacks so far. Do you have a gun?
I'm Sydney Prescott. Of course I have a gun.
Could you tell us a little bit about your characters?
Chad is the sportsman of the cast. He's incredibly thoughtful and he's a bit of a dork, but all of that is filmed over a sort of layer of mystique. You don't know if he maybe has something to hide, which I think plays into the film's tagline. It could be anyone.
Well, we wonder if anyone has something to hide. Does Mindy have something to hide behind her brains and her charm and her energy? Gotta find out. Watch Scream.
I played Sheriff Judy Hicks, and I'm the town sheriff. My character was first introduced in Scream 4, and she was Deputy Judy Hicks, and now she has been promoted to sheriff. And so she's running things in Woodsboro. And this is my son.
I play Amber. She is a high schooler at Woodsboro High School, and she is Tara's best friend. She is a very protective and loyal friend as well, I think I can say.
I play Liv, and we are in the same friend group at Woodsboro High, and Liv is kind of like a newer addition, I would say, to the friend group, and she's dating Chad, and then she's kind of figuring herself out, and she's pink hair, as you saw in the trailer, and can be misunderstood by her friends sometimes, I feel like.
I am Wes Hicks. I am a good boy. No, Wes is sort of the more practical friend in this new friend group that you're introduced to. He is looking out for his friends. I think he takes after his mother in that way. He's protective. He's loyal, and I think I don't know why I just described Wes as loyal. I think he is. I think that he's an easy target from his friends because he's the most overly cautious one. But I think you should be cautious when Ghostface is going around killing everybody.
Pues no te puedo decir mucho, la verdad, porque te arruinaría muchas cosas, son spoilers, pero lo que te puedo decir es que mi personaje de Sam es una chava de Woodsboro que se fue y regresa cuando empiezan la nueva ola de matanzas de Ghostface y para proteger a su familia. Y la acompaña a su novio Richie, que está interpretado por Jack. Y él no es de Woodsboro, él no sabe nada de Stab, ni de las matanzas, ni nada. Entonces ella como que lo va educando. La película va avanzando.
This isn't funny, Amber.
Would you like to play a game, Tara?
How does it feel to be back in Scream?
Great. We love these movies. They're great fun to make. They're well written. They're entertaining. They're as much fun to watch as they are to be in. I'm really grateful for these films and always happy to be back.
Samantha? I know who you are.
I've been through this a lot. This is your life now, which means that whoever this is going to keep coming for you.
Do you remember when was the first time you saw a Scream movie, and how does it feel to be part of it now?
Tenía 6 años cuando salió la primera película, pero yo creo que alrededor de los 11, 12 años que estaba obsesionada con las películas de terror, me eché todas las de Final Destination, las de Scream, las de I Know What You Did Last Summer, las de... todas las que estaban en esa época y esa fue la primera vez que vi las películas de Scream y entendí que Ghostface, la icónica máscara que siempre me topaba todos los Halloweens, que la mitad de la gente se vestía de eso, venía de esas películas y me obsesioné. Y entonces ser parte de esta franquicia es un sueño hecho realidad. Nunca en 1,000,000 de años me imaginé que pasaría. También muy orgullosa de ser mexicana y estar representando a mi gente en estas películas.
I could never forget. It was about a week into filming. I thought, why don't I sit down and watch this movie that I'm about to be shooting? I hadn't seen it before. Put my legs up on the couch and I grabbed my laptop, put it on my lap and went, wow, Drew Barrymore is really good.
Yeah, I remember, I've always known what Ghostface was, or I've known for a long time, and of course I've always had that iconic Drew Barrymore scene in my head. I think all of us are obsessed with that, but I really only saw the movie in its entirety just a few years ago, and since then I've seen the movie multiple times and all of the others a few times as well.
I believe I was like 12, 13 or something, my dad was on a big bend to like show me a bunch of films he felt were very important for young people to watch, and it was one of them. And I'm glad he did it. I appreciate it, and remember it fondly.
We weren't really, we were born when it came out, so
Yeah.
we kind of all watched it at, at our own different times. But for me, I was definitely quite young to watch it. I think I was 8, and I do have a memory from that, and then we dressed up as Ghostface for Halloween with my brothers. But yeah, then I kind of rewatched it later on and have loved it since. Yeah.
I think the first time I saw a Scream movie was when I was about 13 years old. I was a big scaredy cat for a long time up until then, mostly because when I was 4 years old, I went trick-or-treating, and that was the first year that, Scream, the first one, came out. So there were all these people in Ghostface costumes, and it scared me. It terrified me. So I avoided horror movies like the plague for a very long time, and then, I got reintroduced to them, probably peer pressure from my friends at sleepovers, and when I saw them, I just thought they were so incredible. They're this gateway drug to other horror movies, They're funny, they're scary, they're full of meta commentary, they make references to other horror movies that then makes you want to go see those. So, I loved it. It took me a while because I was traumatized, but I eventually got there. And the fact that I'm in a Scream movie now is just surreal and cool.
Did you imagine it would be like this 25 years ago?
No, I mean, it's such an honor to be a part of a film that's lasted that long, and to have fans that love the series. So, yeah, it was really, really something that's changed our lives and has tracked the course of our lives.
You ready for this?
Your character is named after Wes Craven. How does it feel to have that weight?
I didn't feel it until I realized. I actually, it was at least a few weeks I didn't even compute the connection, just didn't, and my mind never went there. And then someone pointed it out to me, and I was like, oh wow, right, oh geez, I'm named after Wes? That's crazy. But no, it's obviously an honor just to be a part of any sort of nod, homage to him is amazing.
Something about this one just feels different.
Is it my perception, or the characters are tougher this time?
I think they all have a level of toughness in the films, but perhaps they're tougher this time. I mean, certainly I think the level of violence and gore is heightened a bit from the new directors, and so it took another level of strength to pull that off.
And I also think they've been through so much that they're seeing this again, and that whole they're older, they can, they understand the gravity of it.
There's certain rules to surviving.
The attacks were all on people related to the original killers.
How's it like working with Matt and Tyler?
Amazing.
Amazing.
Incredible directors.
Yeah, they really know what they're doing, both technically and also when it comes to talking to directors and the language. And they're such uber fans of these films. I mean, they told us that they became directors because of Wes Craven, and they made their first movie, Ready or Not, because of the Scream films. So their enthusiasm is intoxicating, and they just really know how to tell a story, and they really know how to entertain.
Whatever his link is to our past, it's pulled us all back here.
Besides Scream, do you have a favorite movie, a favorite scary movie?
Yeah, I love horror film, and I keep talking about the same ones, but one of my favorite horror films is called Possession, and I love it so much that while we were filming, I forced the rest of the cast to watch it on a projector in a conference room, and it's a really disturbing psychological movie, and afterwards I think everyone was silent for 30 seconds, and then...
Yeah, I really liked, I'm such a big Kubrick fan, and Hitchcock, and so obviously those are iconic. The Shining I can think of as I love.
All doors locked. Doors unlocked.
Without revealing too much, do you have a favorite part of the film?
It was really nice. They rebuilt the original set, Stu's house, in this film, and the characters revisit Stu's, and so going on to that set was quite moving and like a big flashback, and I think it's going to be fun for audiences to see that.
Doors unlocked.